everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is Pick a Stick Wednesday. If you don't know what that is, hang around and I'll give you the details in just a little bit. If you're new, if you're new to my channel, thanks for popping in. I hope you'll see something that inspires you. For the rest of you who come and visit me all the time, thanks for coming back. You know I love seeing my friends and familiar faces. Now today is Pick a Stick Wednesday, but before we do that, I wanted to bring you up to speed about where I'm at on this journal, because it's got to be done by this weekend, because Saturday we start all over again. So here's where I've been working. I have been working on the signatures, and there are 5 of them here, but I only have 4 laying here because I have 1 laying here somewhere to finish putting together with you. I cannot stress enough to get into your stash and see what you have to play with. And if you're digging for something and you're thinking, oh, I don't need that right now, but that's perfect for Christmas, set your box aside and set that in there and get started with it. And every time you go through and you're finding stuff in your stash, put it in stuff that you will work together with. Tiffany Spalding from the Scrap Rack is famous for saying, keep things together that go together, that you will use together, and put them in a place where you will find them. All of my stuff's in my scrap rack, which I can't really get to right now. But I went digging today to see what I had in fall, and I had this vintage leaf ribbon. I have no clue where I got it. I know I've had it for a very long time, probably 10 years at least. And I thought these are perfect colors to add addition trim to these signatures. So based on whatever was here, I tried to pick the colors to coordinate. So this one has the orange leaf. This one with the acorns has the brown leaf. This one I pulled the red leaves. And then I came back to the orange. I tested the brown with this, and I'll tell you why I tested the brown in a minute. But I really like the orange better. What I based looking for my colors on is whatever I trimmed the back with. Now I didn't have green. So you'll notice I've got the belly bands in place. And in the belly band I've mounted it. Let me start from the beginning. Let me start from the beginning. Belly bands are made by cutting a business size junk mail envelope in half horizontally, and then I cut it to fit the width of the paper back here, and that became our pocket. And you can see the pocket right here. The pocket's here, but then we have the whole belly band in the back. Okay, so I've done that, and I picked a color of cardstock to cover the envelope piece that I thought went well with whatever the paper was. Now, this has the leaf on the front, so that's what I matted the belly band on, because it's the back side of this paper. So it coordinates perfectly. And then I made 1-inch circles and scored them in half and used very vanilla cardstock to make the tag for this. Now, I may or may not add stuff to the tag. I have been gone all weekend for the second weekend in a row. As I'm recording this, today is my birthday, and it is my daughter's 40th birthday. And so she had a business meeting in Joplin on Saturday, so she flew into Springfield, did her business meeting in Joplin, and then we met up on Sunday and Monday and spent the entire time together doing stuff. We had not really had the chance to really sit and talk in person in 10 years, and it was amazing to spend time with her. And to find out some of the things I didn't think she'd enjoy, she really enjoyed, so that was cool. Now I'm going to come back to the belly bands in a minute, but let me walk you through these really quick. Not only did I put the leaf ribbon on the outside of the signature, but I also lined it on the pocket on the inside. And here's what I'm going to do. I finally figured out what I wanted to do with this. I want to use, this is not twine, it's a polyester ribbon or polyester yarn, but it's perfect for this. So I thought I would use this because I have tons of it, use my stash, and I'm just going to, if I pick up my scissors, I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to knot it at the top. I'm not concerned about running it through a loop and hashing it. I'm just going to tie it in a knot at the top. And then I'm going to cut that just a little shorter. I have enough to play with. But now I figured out what I'm putting on the tops of those, and I'm okay with that choice. So we have this one. That was the first signature. Second signature, I brought in the brown, added the brown here, and I'll go ahead and I'm going to just, I'm cutting enough that I have room to knot it in my tremors and fat little fingers. And that's why I said if I have to waste some, I'm okay with that. So I've had a really good birthday today. Downside is that Bob had to leave this morning, but before he left, yesterday they gave him the option of working 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off, or 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. Well, either way, we were going to miss Cassie's wedding. And whatever I used for the cardstock here, that's what I made the tab out of. So he chose 2 and 2, which has him coming home on Wednesday before I would need to leave for a writer's conference. A writer's conference I've been attending for 28 years, and I've only missed 1 year, and that was the year my youngest granddaughter was born, and I did not think I was going to be able to go. So on the 11th of October, I will be heading to Eureka Springs. Bob will get home on the 10th, and I will head out on the 11th for 4 days in Eureka Springs. And if I can, I may try to sneak in a 5th one so I can work on my book in peace and quiet in the location where the book is set. But, so I got to go in and register for conference this morning. That was a thrill. Here I brought in the orange. Like I said, I looked at the browns, and I didn't have green, so I was looking at the brown because of the brown stem on the pumpkin. But I didn't like the brown when I laid it up there. I really liked that pop of orange. So I'm interested. Tell me what you think. Do you think that orange was a good choice, or should I have used the brown? I'll let you know in the comments below. Okay, so we'll get this one tied, and then I've saved one to put together with you. Now, on October 1st, we start 2 videos a day. We will have our regular scheduled video in the mornings, and then in the afternoon, we will be running the Memory Decks October Daily, 31 Days of Halloween. So that's going to be fun, and I am going to get it done, and I am going to do it so the videos will be up and ready to roll. The only thing we'll have to hope is that YouTube doesn't mess them up again, but they will be ready and in a folder on my laptop for me to upload. Now I'm using my craft glue for this ribbon, and I started to glue this down, and then I realized this was my 5th one. Now I'm using this, it's a fondant tool, and they come in a set of 3 from Dollar Tree. And I like this little ball here as opposed to trying to use the corner of my silicone brush. I liked using this little tip. And I just dipped it in my glue and put the dots on the back of the leaves, and that'll glue them into place. Now, silly me, when I did the other 4 signatures, I had put the glue on the back of all the leaves in the strip. And then laid it down. And with my tremors, that was a feat, trust me. So I'm just going to get the rest of this one glued down. Then we'll get the one glued on the pocket on the inside. I did get all of the belly band pockets done because I really am trying to get to a point where I can finish this journal and have it ready for our premiere on Friday. I thought I had counted those out, but apparently I've got a extra here. So we're just going to clip him off. And there's that. And then we'll open this up, and we'll do the same thing. We'll put the glue on the back of this. So, yeah, beginning tomorrow, which is Thursday when you're watching this, no, Wednesday, I'm sorry, I will get the Thursday and Friday and Saturday videos done for this week. And see, I just put it on there just as a little accent, and then I'm going to come back with this yarn. And then I will spend the weekend getting as many of the videos done ahead for next week as I can. So it's going to be a mass production around here. I'm really excited to start doing the October dailies. We start a new color challenge on the 1st, but I've gotten some ideas for the memory dex cards. So there we have that one. So that one is done. Now I'm not going to close this one yet because of the glue. And I'm still working on what to put back here. I have plenty of this, and I thought about bringing the leaves across the back on here, but I can't totally decide. Now see, this one I would normally use the red. So let's lay the red on there and see what it does. It's not bad, but I don't think it's what I want to do. I think I want to put more of an embellishment back here. So, you know what? I think I will. I think I will go back and put the leaves on here. Now, we had discussed about, and I'm just going to do a short take on this one. We had discussed, Denise had asked the question about getting some of these tags in and out of that belly band, and this is why I made these, was to fit in the belly band. And see, they'll slide right in there without any problem. Now, will they come out? They might tag a little, but this is a belly band, so you can lift it a little bit to pull that in and out. And the only thing actually on this that's catching is that thread on that button. Otherwise, this isn't even really catching. So those will go in the pockets. So we have those. And I think I have pulled a stamp set from Stampin' Up! That I wanted to use in here. I'm trying to get a hold of it. And I think I'm going to stamp a little bit of these florals in the coordinating colors on here. Just to add a little something, because going into these pockets, there is no room for bulk. But I do want a little something on there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And you'll see if I've succeeded in that when I do the final flip through. So that is where I'm at with the signatures. Now, I do have an idea for what I'm putting inside the top secret file folders. And, oh, excuse me, I figured that out. I printed out what I needed today. I just have to reconfigure it for this project. So that is one of the first things I think I'm probably going to do tomorrow after I do the stick pull video. Speaking of the stick pull, let's see what we're doing this week. This is our final stick pull for this journal. So let's see what the sticks give us. Now we've had a green, a purple, and a yellow. Let's see if we can pull. Let's pull a blue one, shall we, just to see. Let's pull a blue one. I'm not looking at what's on the sticks, I'm just pulling a stick. So let's pull, ooh, or a pink one. We haven't done an orange, and it's fall, so let's do an orange one. Let's pull this one. We are doing charms this week for this journal. This is going to be fun because remember those pumpkin charms that I got? They're going to be perfect for this. So come back tomorrow to see the charms that I have created to go on these signatures for this journal, and we will play with charms. I'll probably have 3 or 4 of them done up ahead of time, then we'll do one together, and that will take care of everything that we need specifically for this journal. But keep in mind, you're using at least 3 of the 4 colors. And tomorrow we're making charms for whatever project. Remember, you can make these and put them away for a journal at some point in time. You didn't have to be making a journal. You could make whatever you wanted. So let's play with some charms, shall we? In the meantime, thanks for joining me in the studio today. Remember to like, to share, subscribe, and creative blessings.